read that Emmett Till poem that I was telling you about that I felt like was very powerful. And it's the beginning, it's the second chapter of his book. And the chapter is called God, and it's called gaining one's, that stands for gaining one's definition. And this letter is, I'm just reading the beginning part of the letter because I don't want to really give you guys give it away, because I want you guys to really get the book and read the book. Like, I don't want to talk about the book so much because, like, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So, the letter starts off as, Dear Emmett Till, it may seem funny writing to a stranger, but then again, I feel like I know you. My grade school English teacher, Mrs. Lynn, first introduced me to you and your story. When I heard about your short life and your tragic death, it scared me. It scared me because a little boy like you was a little boy like me from the south side of Chicago. How could you be a victim of such hatred and such violence? I used to stare at your picture, black and white, and you in your suit, smile as wide as can be. I'd look deep into your eyes to see what type of person you might have been. I saw someone who could have been my classmate, could have been my friend. I saw your innocence and your mischief and the goodness within you that made it hurt even more to know how you suffered. Then there was this picture of you. It's one that your mother had the courage to share. Let the world see what I've seen, she said. Your face is bloated, almost unrecognizable. Your soft, handsome features have melted into a death mask. That face haunted me in my dreams. Could this even be the same boy? Your story stayed with me. I could feel your spirit. Like you were right there, telling me to do the things there wasn't time for you to do. When I was a ball boy for the Bulls basketball team, I would travel in this tunnel under the old Chicago Stadium. I would always get scared because I would think you were in the darkness. I remember finally talking to you, and I know you told me to be strong and do something with my life. Do something that will have purpose. Do something that will be powerful, I heard you say. I know I met you and I still feel that responsibility to be something in my life. I looked at it like I have to live for you and for all the other sons and all the other daughters who lost their lives in the struggle for black liberation. Here I was, a young black boy from the south side of Chicago, just like you. You gave my life more value. You lost your life to senseless violence. You made me appreciate my life and want to be a greater human being. And I want to stop there because I don't want to read the whole letter. But as you can hear, that letter played a significant role in his life. Like, he talked about how Emmett Till, how Emmett Till played a significant role in his life. Even though he's never met him, and even though he just probably doesn't even know a lot about his life, he can only imagine. And he's like, your death, it was very unfortunate because it was to senseless violence. To think that that's the way that we were treated back in the day. Now you have guys who be like, you're to a woman across the street, but a little black boy couldn't even whistle to a white woman without even getting shot in the face, and his whole face was totally different from the way that he originally was. So he wrote this letter to pay homage to Emmett Till, and to let him know, like, I may not have known you, but I still appreciate who you are and where we actually come from. And I use that as motivation to move forward and to be able to be a positive light to someone else. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Young Minds. And I hope I inspired you guys today. And I hope I gave you guys enough knowledge and information today that you guys can apply to your lives. Stay tuned to next week's episode. We're going to be talking about black fashion. Where did African American fashion come from? How did it originate? And the different fashions that we have going on today, and how we let fashions overtake us, and how we follow these different trends. But originality is very important, and originality is what identifies you as a person. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Growing Pains of a Young Mind. And until we meet again, peace.